Hello dear students, I am Dr. Sanjay Pagar, Associate Professor, Department of Geography. Dear student, I welcome all of you in this online video lecture series on behalf of Maratha Vidya Prasaraka Samajas, Karate Arts, BH Commerce and AM Science, popularly known as KTHM College Nasik. Dear student, this is our MAMSC Geography Part First Class, Semester 1 and title of our subject is Principle of Economic Geography. Dear student, today in this lecture we are going to discuss our topic number 5, that is transport and communication. In this topic we have a subtopic, that is modes of transportation. Dear student, in previous lecture we have discussed detailed information about modes of transportation part first, that is road transportation. For today's lecture we have a study objective or learning objective, that is very simple, to discuss modes of transportation part 2, that is a railway transportation. Dear student, the transport system is play an important role in continuous economic development of the country. Transport can be also classified into the land, water and air transportation. In previous lecture, we have discussed detailed information about land transportation, especially road transportation. Today, we are going to discuss a detailed information about railway transportation. You know that the railway transport is also known as train transport. It is a mean of transport on vehicles which run on a track, means railway tracks. Dear student, the railway is important mode of transportation for carrying huge loads and the bulky goods for a long distance. Therefore, railway is very important with this respect. If we are talking about the Indian Railway, then the first on 16 April 1853, the first passenger train run between Boribandar, that is a part of Mumbai, to Thane, and this train was covered near about the 34-kilometer distance. So really, this was very important feature of Indian Railway. If we are talking about the Indian Railway is the largest rail network in the Asia. Dear student, let us see the detailed information about railway transport. You know that the railway is the backbone of transportation system in India. There are 4 types of railway gauge that we use in India. It includes broad gauge, meter gauge, narrow gauge and standard gauge. Especially standard gauge we are using for the Delhi metro or other metro line that we have in the metropolitan city in India. Dear student, railway play a very important, a significant role in economic development, direct or indirect, especially if we are talking of the industrial development, economic development, agricultural development. For each and every development, we require the railway transportation. That support from the railway transportation is very important. Therefore, for the each and every development of the country, railway directly or indirectly provide the support and help to us. It is an economic lifeline of India, since many passengers use it every single day, and the Indian government gets a lot of money from the railway by carrying the passenger and goods and services from one to another place. That Indian government get lot of money through the railway transport in India. Dear student, let us talk about what are the major advantages of the railway transportation that we have. The number 1, yes, it is a very important, that is the employment. The railway are important source of employment in India. In Indian Railway employs close to 1.54 million people, means these all people directly or indirectly get the job through the railway system. Among them, some are the skilled labor, some are the unskilled labor, or some are the highly skilled labor. All these people get the job through the railway transportation. Therefore, this is a very important source of employment in India. Another important advantages of the railway transport is safety. Yes, dear student, the railway transport is the safest form of transportation when we compare with the road transportation, air transportation, and water transportation. When you compare this comparison, that time really, with respect to the safety, the railway transportation is the really safest, the safety form of the transportation. Then we have the third very important advantage, that is the carrying capacity. The carrying capacity of the railway is too much as compared to road and the railway. It can carry thousands of the passenger and thousands of the ton goods from one place to another place that we require every day, and that can be possible only due to the railway transportation that we have. So therefore, this is another important advantages of the railway transportation. Another very important advantages of the railway transportation is encouragement to tourism. You know that the tourism activity is the fast growing tertiary activity in the world, and India also, the tourism is developed very fastly, and for this purpose, with respect to the development of the tourism, the Indian Railway provide a very good support. The connectivity of the railways to various tourist spots gives the encouragement to tourism. For example, we have a special train in India for the tourism purpose. We have a India Deccan Odyssey, then we have the Royal Rajasthan, and the Fairy Queen. These are the very important special tourist train, and they are really support to the boost the tourism industry in India. So we have a really some special at Uti. We have a such type of the train, and each and numbers of the tourist places are connected through this train. And really, when we compare with the air transportation and the road transportation, then really the railway transport is the cheapest mode of transportation. If you want to move, want to cover the long distance in tourism, so really in this case, I mean, with this regard, the encouragement of the encouragement from the railway for the tourists is very important, and directly and indirectly support to the tourism development in India, not only in India but a rest part of the world also. Then we have the another important advantages, that is the defense purpose, the strategic importance. These are the useful for the internal security of the country, and also carry the defense material to various locations during the external trades. Really, dear student, this is a very important advantage of the railway transport. Suppose when we have any problem, internal problem of the security, that time we can able to carry defense material and the soldier from one place to another place, and that we can able to do with help of the railway transportation. Therefore, for the defense purpose, use of railway is very important for us. Then we have the another important advantage that help in internal trade. Internal trade means what? When the trade is carried out inside the country from one region to another region, then it is known as the internal trade. And by connecting the various areas of the country, railway have made internal trade convenient, and they carry the goods and passengers to various places very easily. And when we are talking about the internal trade, that time directly or indirectly, Indian Railway or the railway network is helpful to boost the internal trade of the country. So therefore, with this respect, this advantage is also very important. Then we have the another important advantage, that is useful for the bulky goods. Dear student, railway have increased the size of market. The bulky goods can be easily transported by railway. For example, we can able to transport the crude ions, coal, grains, and the other various the bulky things we can able to carry from one place to another place. Especially I am talking about the industrial development. We require this bulky raw material for the iron and steel industry, or maybe the chemical industry, or maybe for the various purpose. We require this all the bulky goods as a raw material. With this respect, for this purpose, really the use of a railway is very important when we compare with the road network or the road transportation and the air transportation. So with respect to them, yes, the railway transport is a very good modes of transportation. It is a very useful to carry out such type of the bulky goods from one place to another place for the various purpose. Then another important advantage is helpful during the calamities. Yes, for we know that the natural hazard can be occurrence anytime. So this is the natural phenomena. We don't have any control on such type of the natural phenomena, the natural calamities. So during such natural calamities, the railways help the standard person to reach their destination, and these are helpful during the various like such type of the drought or famines, or by carrying the food grains, or maybe the medicine from surplus area toward the affected area. So really, in this when such type of the events are occurrence, that time the use of railway transport is very important. We can able to support to that system, or if we want to give the immediate help from the outside source, then definitely if you want to carry out the supply of the food grain, supply of the medicine, supply of the other commodities, then we can able to carry this thing toward the affected area within a short time. So that can be possible only due to the railway transportation. Therefore, this is also very important advantage of the railway transport. Let us talk about the few disadvantages of the railway transport. When we compare the railway transport with the water transportation and with the road transportation and air transportation, that time we can able to highlight some disadvantages of the railway transportation. Let us talk the first, railway accident. The really, dear student, so when we compare the frequency of the accident, that time we have a frequency of railway accident is too much when we compare with the air transportation, water transportation, rail, that time. Therefore, this is another important disadvantages of in country like India. We have this the frequency of accident is too much when we compare with the developed country of the European and the North American country. That time in India we have the frequency of accident is too much. Therefore, this is the important disadvantage of the railway we observe in India. Then we have the physical barrier. Yes, dear student, this is also important. The disadvantages of the railway transportation. The physiography and the climatic condition is the main barrier in the development and the accessibility of railway road in India. So especially I am talking of the northeast India and the northern part of the India, some western part of the India. I am talking of the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. In this area, there are numbers of the physical barriers. So we are not able to construct the very good network of the railway roads in that area. And one thing is also, especially I am talking of the in winter season, the railway are always late from the North India, because you know that there is a problem of the visibility, fog is there, and the very too much cold is there. Therefore, in such condition, to run the railway on the track is really dangerous. So that time railway is always late. Therefore, this is a very important the physical barrier when we are talking about the railway transportation that we India. Not only in India, but most part of the world we have this problem. Especially I am talking about the North Russia, North Canada, North USA, North European country. They facing such type of the problem, the physical problem in the winter season too much due to the very cold climatic conditions. So therefore, this is also very important. What I am saying, the disadvantages of the railway transportation. Then we have the number third, very important, disadvantage, that is the problem of replacement. Railway engine, wagons or other equipments are quite old and this require the replacement. But it is a very huge expense. It requires a lot of money. So poor country and even the developing country like India not afford to spend such type of the money on such things. So therefore, so we require, if you want to replace the anything, it may be the railway engine, wagon or maybe other equipment, it requires a lot of money. So it is not possible to change all these things within a short time. So therefore, this is the main disadvantages when we compare the railway with the road transportation, railway with the air transportation, railway with the water transportation. That time really this is the important disadvantages of the railway transportation. Then we have the another important disadvantages, problem of laying double lines. Yes, dear student, most of the railway line are single lines in India. And even the other developing and the underdeveloped country, we have such type of the condition. It creates a great inconvenience to railway organizations and the passenger. And there is always train are late or we are not able to reach on a time due to the single line network that we have in India. Especially I am talking about the in remote area and the rural area, we facing this problem when we compare the railway line that we have constructed in India, that most railway lines are a single lines. We don't have the double lines. We have a double line in a very limited area, especially in the city area, in the developed or the maybe the urban area. But unfortunately, we don't have such type of the network in the rural and the remote area. Therefore, this is also important disadvantages we are facing in India. Then we have the very important disadvantages, not flexibility or door-to-door services can be possible through the railway network. You know that railway do not provide door-to-door service like road transportation. So by using the taxi, auto or maybe the car, we can able to reach, provide the services door-to-door, office to office, but that is not possible through the railway network. Therefore, this is very important disadvantages of the railway transportation. Dear student, then what are the another disadvantages of the railway transport? That is unsafe for fragile atoms. You know that, student, the railway transportation is particularly unsafe for the carrying the fragile atoms like a glass, because this atom can be easily break at time when a train halts unexpectedly, or when the train is speeding up at the time. So therefore, so it is not possible to us to carry some atom that are made from the glasses. They are always, they can be break any time when such type of the, when such time on unexpected things can be happen during the railway transportation. So speed can be up and down. So maybe the during that time a small vibration of the railway can be dangerous for the to break the glass atom. Therefore, with respect to this, railway is not railway network, railway transportation is not too much useful. Another disadvantage of the railway transport is unsuitable for the short distance. Yes, dear friend, this is a very important disadvantage. Why? Because railway transport is unsuitable for the carrying the goods at shorter distance. Road transport is the most suitable in this respect. Suppose I want to carry the some vegetable, or maybe from the grocery, from the market, from the shopping, I want to attend my office that is very close to my home. So for this purpose we are not able to use the railway, because we don't have the railway network in such a for a short distance. Yes, it is true that in some metropolitan city we have the local network, but when you're talking about the all part of the India, even the rural and the remote area, so even the in big city also, we don't have the very short distance net route available for the travel. So therefore, this is the important disadvantages of the railway transporter. That is, it is unsuitable for the short distance if you want to move travel from a short distance. Then we have the another important, very important disadvantages: large investment of the capital. The railway require a large investment of the capital. The cost of construction and the maintenance and the overhead expense are very high as compared to other modes of transportation. Especially I am talking about the developing country and the very poor country not able to invest money on the rail transportation, because it requires the use the thousands of the dollar, the crore of the rupees they require. So that is not possible to poor country and the developing country and the underdeveloped country to invest a lot of money on railway transport, because it requires the huge capital. Therefore, this is the very important disadvantages of the railway transportation. Dear student, this was about today's lecture. In this lecture, we discussed detailed information about railway transportation. Dear student, in next lecture, we are going to discuss a detailed information about water transportation.